Okay, now we're on the part of the lesson. Remember, this is a 3-part lesson. What I wanted to do today is a little quick review. Arabic is what we're studying, right? Okay, so Arabic is, and one of the scholars of the past said that graphs is knowledge. If you can put it in a graph, then you know it. If you can see it, because we're visual people, very visual. Even some of the mufassirun, they say, and even though we're not in our tafsir class, but one of the mufassirun or some of the mufassirun say that's why Allah says, Alam tara. Don't you see? Because children, when they start to think, what do? They look up, right? They try to imagine it. They try to see it with their eyes. And that's when they're given books. They're given books, the first beginning books, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. What are they? Picture books, right? So we're like children somewhat with regards to our understanding. So here, Arabic is the science, right? That's the science. It has how many sciences under it? 13 sciences. So we can go 1, 2, 3, all the way to 13. What are the most important two? Nahwu. And what's the other one? Sarf. Okay? So these are the most important two, according to me. Okay? So now we're going to stop, and I'm going to dispose this sign over here. This is important for you to understand where we're going through with this right here, because it's all in the mind. If you can understand where you're going with this language, you can follow it a lot easier. So now we have Arabic. We have the 13 sciences, right? And the first one and the second one, let's say here. This is Sarf. And this is Nahwu, right? Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it out here. And I'm going to say this is Nahwu. Everybody say Nahwu. And this one is Sarf. Okay? And I'm going to make them equal. They're going to be and, because we're doing them together. We're doing them together. So from this right here, I give you something. Etymology, right? This is etymology. What is etymology? I can't hear you. No, etymology is the study of a word before it's entered into a sentence. And grammar is what? The study of the words. Actually, it's a study of the sentence, but more specifically, the words, right, in the sentence, the changes that those words have, what those words mean after being entered into a sentence, right? So they are both important. And as we go through it, we have to learn both at the same time. The one that I deem the most important, if it was have to break between, it would be etymology. Because if you don't know vocabulary, if you don't know what the word means, you can't even put it in a sentence. Right? But we're going to do them together. And in doing it, Nahwu and Sarf, right here, I said that there are three things, there are 3 words now, right? The whole language is what? 3 words. What is it called? Ismun, which is, what is an ismun? Supernoun, right? And what's the other one? Fi'lun. What is that called? Action word, right? And the last one, what's it called? Harfun. What's it called?
Connector.
It's a connector. Connectors and letters, right? Letters and connectors, right? Now, this is the breakdown where we're going through. At this point, let's go here, because we're dealing with the harf first, right? Yeah. The first thing we're dealing with is the harf. Why are we dealing with the harf first? Because it's the smallest compound in the whole Arabic language. Why is it the smallest? Because it starts off with just the letters. So we're studying the language from its smallest particle to its largest. The largest would be, when we get to the sciences over here, it would be khutbah. Okay? How to give lectures and how to talk. Right? That's what that would be over here. That's one of the sciences. Poetry is some of the other ones. But right now we're starting with the smallest component. Because if we understand it from its smallest component, by the time we get to the biggest one, we're really, really speaking with authenticity and based on some knowledge, right? Because we can break it down to its very last compound, as they said. So now, the connectors, or the letters connectors, are broken into 3 parts, right? What are the 3 parts? The first part is the basic letter. The basic letter, right? Yeah. What's the next part? The connectors. Is you sure that's the connectors?
Yeah, then the other one is the different meanings of
The second one are the words, or what do you call it? The letters with meaning. Okay? Letters with meaning. Then the third part of harf is the connectors. What is a connector? Let's go backwards. What is a connector? What is a connector?
A word is a word.
Go ahead. Don't, everybody's playing me. It's like when the children say, why did you do that? Because, it's a word that points to a meaning in another word, and it's not connected to a time frame. So it doesn't have its own meaning, right? The meaning, a connector is a word that seeks definition through other words, right? Through being connected to other words. Or like we said, كلمة دلت على معنى في غيرها ولم تقترن بالزمن. A word that points to a meaning in something else and is not connected to what? A time frame. That's what a connector is. Give me an example. An. What does an mean? From or about. Tajawwaz, actually. Passed by. On the authority of, according to. Right? That's an. Give me another one. What? And what? Min. From. To. Ila. Min Bayt al-Haram ila Bayt al-Aqsa. Masjid al-Aqsa. Naam? So, we go, these are connectors. Very important words, right? Now, letters with meaning. What do we mean by that? What do we mean? Let me put min here. Ila. An. Now here, we have letters with meaning. What are we talking about? We're talking about, what does mu mean in front of a word? That's a letter with a meaning. No matter what the word is, mu's meaning doesn't change. Right? Right. So if you put Islam here, then it's a what? Muslim. If you put nifaq here, then it's what? Munafiq. If you put shirk here, what is it? Muslim. If you put falah here, what is it? Muflihun. Right? So anything you put there, mu in front of it, is what? Someone or so when. Also we have, if you put the what do you call it? An alif in between a 3-letter root. So you have a root that is fa'ala, say that. Fa'ala. If you put an alif and a kasra, this alif and a kasra in the middle of it, fa'il, what have you made? You've made the ING rule. In